Hey y'all, hey.
Hey
Hey
girl.
girl. Hey.
Yeah,
What's
it's
up?
been a long time.
It has.
I
Y'all,
looked,
it's oh.
I looked before hopping on here and it has been 5 months since the three of us have been on here together. That is crazy.
It
It's
is.
wild. I mean, girl, I got a whole 5-month baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
A whole newborn, not so new no more.
Oh,
It's
uh,
wild.
a lot
Yeah,
of life has happened in these 5 months.
it really
right.
has. A
It
lot.
really has.
Yeah.
Yes.
When
So
I
what
think about that, it's wild because that was January. Like
we're almost halfway through July.
Yes.
half of a year is gone.
Yes. What's one major thing that's happened this year for you?
Mm,
I mean, Ariel got a human.
Ariel.
We know.
Right. It's
She's a party of four now.
Ariel has a whole human.
I'm a human. Um, but I got another one.
Okay.
So at the end of last year, I was challenged by Toya to send out something that God had been on me to complete, and
Mm,
I didn't do it. And life got full, but I think I was also using the fullness of life as an excuse. But I did that thing.
she did it.
We did it right at
Yes.
the tail end of June to go into the second half of the year. And Lord, I asked for forgiveness for my disobedience, but I did it.
Yeah. That is huge. So that's two birthings in 1 year. Come on, two. What about you,
You over
Destiny?
there showing out. The past 5 months have been full of winding down Jayla's senior year, making big choices for college,
Mm.
college tours, and all of that. So just really preparing for that, what our family's going to look like starting in August when she goes off to college. And so we're
Just
very
a few
excited and
weeks.
sad. I know. The
Wow.
lot.
So I
Yeah.
gained a whole nother human, and they have a human leaving the nest.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. 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 It's a interesting time. But yeah, that was our biggest thing growing through this past 5 months, and then now preparing Zoe to go into high school,
Yeah.
Jalen to college. So it's all about the girls right now.
So, yep.
Yes.
Major shifts. Major
Yes.
shifts. I love it. I love it.
Good
And you,
shift.
Miss Toya?
This has been a stretching year. A lot of internal stretching. Feel like I'm being pulled in a lot of different directions, but not a bad way, just directions that are forcing growth. So I did pass my SHRM exam on Valentine's Day.
Hey.
So excited about that. But honestly, I feel like for me, the most significant thing thus far this year, even though that was a huge accomplishment, going back to Truth and Fire this year at Change Church. Um, the first part of the year, January through May, was really exhausting for me. And not because I gave my yes to anything that I wasn't supposed to. There are seasons when your obedience is just heavy and it's a
Mhm.
lot. Um, and it forces dependence on God in another way. And so there was a lot of stretching, but there was also a lot of demand on me, a lot of traveling and showing up and supporting people. And I kept saying, Lord, just let me get to Truth and Fire. Just let me get to Truth and Fire. And I went with my undefined expectation. My only expectation was for God to show up and for God to show out. And I had friends who attended this year that had never attended before, and that was huge. Ariel's husband, Tommy, came. That's my brother.
Hey.
And I knew it would be a catalyst and I knew it would be a reset. And I walked away with the clarity that I needed to move forward. So that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Not gonna deep dive into that, but I got what I need to be able to move forward into not even just the next season, but just a new state of being.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love it.
So what I hear as we talk and what I hear as I reflect on season 1 and season 2 of O Positive is the word intentional. Like that's what's swirling around in my spirits. Like the launch of this podcast was intentional. We were intentional about every episode and so we get to where we are now and it's still a place of intentionality.
Yes. Sweet.
So one of my favorite quotes, my pastor says it all the time, but it's by Søren Kierkegaard, and it's life is meant to be lived forward but understood backwards. So sometimes you have to get far enough forward to look back, and God initiated a thing, and what you thought that thing was going to do, it did that,
Yeah.
and then it did more, which leads us to today. So
What's more?
our announcement is O Positive has done what it was supposed to do. And O Positive has also done what we did not expect it to do.
Yes.
So, y'all, Destiny, what do we expect it to do?
We expected O Positive to reflect faith centered, sisterly community
Yeah.
and what it looked like to just show up for each other authentically and hold each other accountable out of love.
Yeah.
And I think we've done that
We
10
did that.
times over.
We, we did that
Yes.
with full lives. We did
Very
that.
full lives.
Yeah. We did it.
What are some takeaways or things that you didn't expect to get out of this reflecting back that you're like, oh, this is what this gave me. This I'm doing this now or understand this differently now.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I can go first.
Go ahead.
I have two things. One, I think this just being on this platform, what just being able to live faith out loud. My I don't know if I told you my aunt passed away. I think I did. Yes, I
Yeah.
did tell you. But when we were in Dallas last year, um, she told me she was like, "I just love how you live your faith out loud. Like you're just not ashamed." And I never really thought of myself like doing that, but
Yeah.
that's how it was showing up. And this, I feel like this platform helped me do that and just be faith forward in a lot of things I do and just putting my life out there so people can see what that actually looks like for me and my family.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing that this platform provided me just confidence in speaking. So I did put myself out there to apply to speak on a panel at a conference coming
Yes.
up. And so I got it. It's like, oh, okay. It's like I can do this. And I had, podcaster on my little bio because I am. Uh, so I think it just kind of gave me that confidence to be a speaker and show up and understand my voice and just be confident in that. So I thank y'all for
Thank you for showing up.
that.
I will say even on the whole being in front of the camera, like that's not new to me. Like I'm at home here, but getting to watch you guys come alive and not shy away, just be who you are on camera. That has been a joy to watch because of Built for This. Like you went through the course, you did the work. Um and we did that without knowing this was going to happen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that has been a joy. Seeing the fruit of that, some of the fruit of that come to pass. What about you, Ariel?
Well, you kind of took mine. But it's the same. I remember before we started this, as we were going into it, one of the things God was asking me to do was open my mouth.
Mm,
And I had my own view, like Toya said, of what that meant as I was going
Mhm.
into that year. And God was saying, yeah, ha ha ha. I'm gonna show you another route and more to come.
yeah.
And so this was kind of a stepping stone for me, I think, to get me back into one, speaking and opening in my mouth and being comfortable with vulnerability and being comfortable with being my most authentic self
Mhm.
after what I call it my unbecoming years.
Yeah.
And then also just knowing that I am who God said I am.
Mm,
Mhm.
Like, what I used to and still have my days of like, "Oh, I can't do that." My
Yeah.
voice doesn't have that. I
mhm.
can't, no. It's like, no, you are who God says you are, but
Yeah.
you're only that when you are fully authentic in who God says you are. So
Yes.
I didn't think I would get all of that out of this.
Okay.
We were just showing up. We were just like, oh, this is a good idea. This will be fun. And then we show up and there it is stretching. And there are days when it's like, I know there was one episode where we started out, we just couldn't get right. We had to
Oh,
restart.
no.
And we were finally just like, let's pray. Let's just pray. We were just all
Yes.
discombobulated. I think that was the day we thought we were having a meeting, but it was actually a recording.
Mhm. And then I think it was also where we decided to choose the time. We changed our time up of when we were
Uh,
recording.
Oh, because we ended up
yes.
recording in the morning on a Saturday morning. And it just
Yeah, it's a lot.
wasn't, it was not,
It wasn't
not
doing
it.
it.
So
No.
yeah, all the ebbs and flows. We thought season 2 was gonna be in person, and then those numbers started adding
Mhm.
up real quickly. We're like, yeah, no, we're just gonna be on camera. Uh,
And now that you say that, Toya, we chopped it up at the time to the numbers, but little did we know the life of what the season of life was gonna bring. Because
Right.
baby, we wouldn't have been able to meet to be
oh
doing anything in person.
no,
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 it wouldn't work.
So
because just being able to meet on here
was a struggle.
has been a struggle, and so and that brings us to our announcement. Again, going back to O Positive has done what it was supposed to do, but it's
Yes.
also done what we didn't expect. And the
Yes.
unexpected piece is that, and I'll say from my perspective, for me, the unexpected piece is that it revealed some deficits in our relationship.
Oh yes.
Um, and not that we don't love each other, not that we're not cool, but, like, we do have full lives, and it's gotten to the
Mhm.
place to where, like, when we do meet, it's because we're meeting because of the podcast. Like, we're
Yeah.
meeting for it's a planning meeting, or we're
Mhm.
meeting to record, and we're not meeting just to be us. We're not meeting just to love on us,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that takes its toll over time, and
It
I feel like the
does.
toll has been taken. Uh,
Way past.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I think when we were having our discussions, like we're gonna choose us before this. Like we want to preserve our friendship and the relationships
Yep.
that we have. So we got to make space for that. And we
Mhm.
can't do all the things all the time. So
So
yes,
we choose us.
yes.
Yes.
Not that we haven't enjoyed doing the
Hmm.
podcast. Oh,
Mhm.
Positive will forever hold a place in our hearts. That's probably going to remain the name of our text thread, for our texting. You know, but we gotta let it go, and maybe it'll circle back around at some point. Maybe it won't. But what we do know and realize is that we, the three of us, are more important. And going back to the original point of the whole purpose of the podcast is to show community, is to
Yeah.
show Christ-like sisterhood. And so in that real life raw exposure that we're giving you is, hey, we set out and into the unknown to do what God has placed on our hearts, not knowing
Yes.
that God was going to show us some stuff about us.
Come on. A whole lot of stuff.
So we're not being
Mhm.
disobedient. We did what he said do, and then he
Yeah.
just showed more than what we thought he was going to reveal. We thought he was going to teach y'all through us. Right? The pride.
No.
Woo! But we just here to be used, okay?
Whew,
That's it.
just a vessel. Use us, Lord. He said,
That's what we say.
right. He like, I'm gonna gather you though. Okay.
I'm gonna gather you. I'm
Right.
using this, yes, so I can point you exactly where I need you to be.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds
And
so
so
good.
that's where we are. We're not kicking and screaming about it. Like, we have peace. We choose us. We're hanging out in a couple weeks
Yes, can't wait.
because we're choosing us.
Mhm. It's gonna be so fun, y'all.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
It's
We ain't
been
got to talk
a
about
fun
nothing
ride.
business.
Right.
No
Right.
business, just fun.
That part. No business. No business. So yeah. Do y'all have any closing thoughts, words, anything you want to leave the people with?
I'm not gonna say we're gonna lead the people with, because I will say you will see all of us in some form of fashion.
Yeah.
I think this is just God saying, okay, I have something for each of you now individually that has to come to pass. So follow us still.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have all our individual YouTubes and Instagrams and all the things. So keep up with us. I think
Yeah.
you're going to still see a lot more of all of us.
Indeed.
Agree.
Indeed.
I would say the same. Just if you miss us, go back and watch our old episodes.
That's what I was gonna say. Run them seasons back.
Run them back. You just never know. It might be something new this time. I plan to do that because these episodes were speaking to me. It was like we said that, we talked about that.
I
So,
know, right?
yes, will
Absolutely and
forever be out.
positively run them back. And my encouragement is just to know that season shift and
Mhm.
let go when God says let go. Release what God says release. Press in when he says press in and how he says press in. Timing is everything. And timing
Mhm.
is what makes or breaks something. And so I'm thankful that we're choosing to step away from this platform and press into our relationships with each other, because who knows what the result will be if we don't.
Yeah. That made me think of a quote. Not even a quote, but the podcast with Tim Ross and, uh-oh, I don't say it
Preston,
wrong. Preston. I was about to call him Philip, and I knew that was wrong. Yeah.
Tim Ross and Preston Morris.
Yeah, there we go.
His name is Morris.
They had an episode the other day, and they were talking about how do you know a season is ending or a relationship is ending. And they were just saying when God's grace is lifted.
Yeah.
Like when you were enduring all the busy schedules, the everything, and then you can't seem to just get it done. You can't seem to make it work no more with
Yeah.
schedules or the grace or whatever. And it says
Yeah.
that's God's way sometimes of just telling you it's time to move. this
Right.
this
Right.
season of that has ended.
Yeah.
And they made some of their next point was, but it's no love lost. A
Right.
lot of times people think when a season ends, it has to be love lost. And it's not.
It doesn't have to be. Right. Right.
It has
And
to
y'all, we
be.
just ending a
Sure don't.
podcast. So I know how people are just so messy brained.
Yep, you know, the internet, the
We
internet
are
has
Right.
we are talking about the podcast. We're not about to go unfriend each other. We are truly hanging out on August 8th.
Yes.
Just to be clear.
They're gonna be
Right.
watching to see who unfollowed who.
Right,
Right.
because people just do
Right.
the
A
most.
little drama.
And if you're trying to see
Right.
what I'm doing on social media, baby, I'm not on there. So if you're not checking for me on LinkedIn or YouTube,
Baby,
I'm very
y'all
inactive.
barely saw me on here, so y'all sure ain't gonna see nothing else.
Listen, I am very inactive on Facebook and Instagram. So don't come lurking over there trying to see what Toya doing and who she fooling with. You're not gonna find it.
Right.
You're not. That's not where I live.
That's hilarious.
I love it.
Yes. Fun
People.
times. I
Good
was gonna
time.
say this is just one of the things that made it out of our group chats. Like we have a lot of projects that we have started and ended quickly, and this one just went a little bit longer. So this
This
is
one
not
actually made it to the public. It actually,
yeah, this one
yeah,
actually made it out.
actually
So
made it.
kudos.
Out the
It got
Google
to
Doc.
launch. It got to launch. It got to be a thing and grow and breathe and
Yes.
exist.
Right.
And it will forever exist. Like we're not taking the videos down or
No.
they're here. The episodes are here and they
Yeah,
will be here. So
yeah.
yeah, that's all I got, y'all.
So,
I done had so
man.
many songs and movies pop up in my head from words I've said this whole 30 minutes. And I've been trying to contain myself.
What song you
Because
got to leave
Girl,
us
it was
with?
about 5 of them.
you might
I
as
know,
well
but
get
I was
mine.
like, I didn't want to interrupt. It was the ADHD brain about the, and
Like,
so I had to
it's
stop.
a last hurrah. Get it out.
See?
Because when you was talking about we ain't gonna take it down, I was like, yeah, it's for our kids and their kids and your family and your children
Yep.
and your God bless me.
Indeed. Indeed.
Mm,
To the third or
but
fourth
yeah,
generation. Yeah. For
yes,
as long as
yeah,
YouTube is here.
yeah,
And
that's
that part.
true.
And Spotify.
Right. Yeah, Spotify too. All right, y'all. That's it and that's all.
Alrighty. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.
Bye.